Mm-mm, I don't want recording in progress.
build, if you will. Our banquet revenue forecast hit its mark at $28,000 for the month, but restaurant revenue fell about $15,000 to $18,000 short on that side compared to the month in October. So that's something that we've noted moving into our next year to help provide our forecasting budget. But overall, at the bottom line, we did turn out a net operating profit of $21,000 this last month. That was large part to our funding of our PPP loan. So thank you to Teresa, to Evan, to the whole board for helping get that pushed through. We finally received that funding this past month and we were able to apply it for a $92,000 offset of the year. We ran 10 banquet events throughout November. Food cost of goods sold was right at budget. We were budgeted for 33%. We ended up doing 33.6%. So not bad job by my team and I for organizing our inventory, organizing our cost of sales. We did take a little bit of a price hike across the menu across the board on the menu, but it was well received as we did add a couple additional items. We took the opportunity to true up some labor that we needed to take care of. We were looking in the rears based off the past accounting system. We've moved into December as an accrual-based accounting, so we will book December 1st to December 31st, as opposed to just the 2 weeks of payroll that hit, because as we all know, there's going to be 2 months out of the year that 3 pay periods are going to hit. So that was an opportunity that we took with coinciding with the funding taking place. We were going to wait until December, do it all at the end of the year, but we figured this was going to be a better month. Again, still a net operating profit of $21,000 this last month, which is fantastic. For events and activations, we have 21 events here in December. As many of you saw at the club last night, we had both the rooms booked. We have 2 rooms booked again tonight. We have another one on Sunday, for a total of $60,000 in forecasted revenue for this year. So to put it in perspective, that's almost 3 times what we did in November. In December, as well as we've seen tremendous growth on the restaurant side. So thank you all again for coming out and supporting that side of things. The booking pace, this is something I really wanted to talk about. We have now pushed our number up and above $215,000 in confirmed events revenue. Based on our budget of this past year doing about 1.1 million, that's almost 20% of what we're going to do this year, already pre-booked for next year. So it's a lot better, lot larger number than we were able to open with. Though still responsibly keeping our events socially distanced, wearing masks whenever our guests recommend it, or prefer that our staff use masks, following all COVID protocols to make sure that even this upcoming year, we stay just as sharp and just as safe. But that was $50,000 in events, future events booked just in November. So that took our number from 165 last month to well over 215 this month. I've reset the goal for January, hopefully at 250. That's the number I'd like to come to you guys in January 1st and say we're about to open the year with $250,000 return of business. Again, everything we're booking on the event side is generally a 3 to 12 month revenue realization. So we'll take a deposit, but we won't really see that money until the guest has their event, be it a wedding, or rehearsals, or so on and so forth. And then we have $10,000 on the books for 2023. We will attend in January the Dallas Bridal Show, which is a 2-day showing. It's the largest bridal show that they have here in the DFW area. So Jen, myself, and a couple people from Pepper Sports are going to come out and help us put that together and hopefully generate quite a few leads as we get to showcase our property. That will only bode well again for us this year, but also hopefully start putting some money down for 2023. Talk a little bit about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving feast was well attended. Thank you for showing out with some of your family members and showing us some love and support. We did 10 pre-orders on Thanksgiving for Take and Bake. It's roughly $140 an order, feeds a family of 4 to 6. So about $1,400 in to-go sales combined with the actual service of that day. We ran some cocktail specials. There was a specialty cocktail after the turkey trot that a couple folks came out and tried. And then we did some live music the day after Thanksgiving to give an opportunity for folks to come with their family members and come out and enjoy the club. Let's touch back one more time on sales and marketing. For this past month, we generated 72 leads in November with a total potential valuation of $250,000. 14 of those leads of the 72 were converted to active sales cycles, meaning we took their deposits. Total events revenue for November was $56,000, or I should say forecasted revenue for December is $56,000. The active sales pipeline, we're currently looking at $152,000, meaning if we can just close 50% of that business, we would be $75,000 more into future events revenue, which would put us almost at the $300,000 mark. Last things, Christmas Eve, we are going to be having service for taking reservations. If you'd like, you can see me after this for menu, as well as we're putting together a New Year's Eve celebration. We will be closed Saturday and Sunday following Christmas. So we a 40 weekend for all of our team members that have really worked hard, but I'm looking to retain throughout this upcoming year, giving them a break to go see some family, take a little bit of time off work before we come back and hit it hard to finish out the year with the New Year's Eve celebration. Dinner or breakfast with Santa was extremely well received. We did well over 100 reservations. So thank you again if you guys showed out for that. Dinner with the Grinch was the first time. We saw a lot of engagement from the events committee, from Lauren, from Edna. And we'll be doing a New Year's Eve party. We're gonna do a plated dinner upstairs, and downstairs there will be a DJ in the lounge. Upstairs hours of operation will be from 5 till 8:30 or 9 roughly for dinner. Downstairs will be from 6 to midnight, 12:30 maybe, by the time last call is all said and done. Again, happy holidays to all of you guys. Thank you so much for the never-ending love and support, for the coaching, feedback, for everything you guys have given as a community to us here at the club. We couldn't be more thankful and grateful to start this upcoming year with a lot of great things on the horizon. Thank you guys.
Treasury report. I just want to piggyback on Charles for a minute. They did the first time ever is opening up for Thanksgiving since we've taken over the club, and that's not an easy task to do. There's always challenges with that. They did at least 66 covers, I believe, and maybe just broke even, but they're going to piggyback on that in the years to come because people will keep coming and returning to that, or more family, the word will get out, and it's going to be hugely successful. So I think next year we're going to see those figures double. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
It's not easy to do the first one, is it?
No, a lot of
things, and you know.
And a lot of what we've done has been first this year, but we look forward to opening the snack bar this spring, going into pool season. We look forward to a lot more events and activations with a closer partnership with all the committees, be it the welcoming committee, be it the events committee, the art of the month committee. I mean, we're open to working with everybody, and that's going to be our goal to look forward to these relationships into the future. So again, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the kind words. My team and I are going to keep on trucking.
Thank you. Well, so good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here this morning. We definitely want to wish Tia a speedy recovery, and she has shared that her progress is coming along better than she even expected. She challenges herself daily, and prayers are highly appreciated. So I dearly miss her. She was my go-to person for especially being in the treasury business, so to speak, or appointed that position. I took it on willingly, but I definitely miss her because she knew everything about that front office. And I'm looking forward to the new accounting team coming in on Monday to really get things sewn up for us and move us into a direction in January where we'll have really true numbers on everything. So I'm looking forward to that. But because we are missing that valuable member, we're bringing the MAC accounting firm to give us a full accounting of our books by January. And we can currently report that we have $56,396 in our operating account going into December. We have $360,314 in reserves as of November 30th. We budgeted $46,300 for the patient gardener to fix that retaining wall that's over there. That's really been collapsing for some time now. He needed the money up front for the materials and supplies, and thankfully we have him secured. So that's a wonderful thing to see when that wall gets repaired. Our reserves are now at $313,951.57. And then most of you are aware that we took a dues increase with this year of 10%. So your homes and townhomes are now at $184.96. Your condominiums inside the gates are $135.74. Outside the gate, there's $63.85, and the lots are $46.20, which we have very few lots left remaining that aren't being developed. We continue to be frugal with our spending, and we look forward to repairing and beautifying our community for 2022.
I've included and these will be put on Town Square. This is our balance sheet, so all of this PowerPoint will be put on there. I do need to clean up one thing that I did not do to begin with. We need to accept the minutes for November. So do we have,
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for November.
do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Kelsey. Okay, compliance, Bruce.
First thing I want to do is thank the 7 of you that have come out this morning. It's my 12th year on the board, which is over 100 board meetings. We've never been single digits before, so thank you all for coming out. I'd like to address 3 questions on compliance. The 3 are, why is compliance important? How are we doing in the area of compliance? And what do we want to see in 2022? So why is compliance important? Well, our regulations have stood the test of time. That's one reason. Some of these regulations go back to the formation of the community many years ago. Our regulations contribute to the quality of life that we all seek. When followed, they create predictability and minimize conditions of behavior that might cause upset. And the third thought is that our regulations contribute to the value of our property. It's maybe by the fact that our homes are increasing in value more than competing neighborhoods. Also, our homes tend to sell more quickly as well. One of our visitors, John, I think you had a contract on your house at 12 and Trevor before the realtor even got the sign up in the yard.
It's close.
Well done. Second, how are we doing in the area of compliance? So Kristen and I tour the neighborhood about 24 to 25 times a year. Each tour runs about an hour and a half with a lot more time spent in the follow-up. On Thursday, we had one of our better tours with only 15 violations and with over 1,100 dwellings. We run about 2% in terms of violations, residents violations. Our process for this is for this 2% courtesy or email, courtesy sometimes once, sometimes twice. Don't get a correction, you send a warning letter. Still don't get a correction in a reasonable amount of time, then we begin the fine process. Very seldom do we get to the fine stage. Compliance doesn't seem to be a profit center. We don't want your money. All we want you to do, and this doesn't apply to the 7 of you that are here, all we want you to do is get on the same page as the other 98% of our residents. So what do we want to see in 2022? We began to focus on compliance in the latter part of 2017. They've been largely ignored for the previous couple of years while we spent a lot of time securing this facility. So we had a big jump and improvement in 2017, 2018, and quite frankly, since then, we might have a little minor progress, but I describe it as leveling off. Biggest problem we have are trash cans and recycling bins. The requirements, the rules, the regulations that we've had for many years call for putting these bins and trash cans out this afternoon or evening for pickup, which would be Monday and Thursday, and secured out of sight by Monday, Tuesday night, Friday night, day. So, my opinion, on a street line with trash cans outside of normal pickup is not enhance our property value and quality of life. The second thing is overnight parking. Kristen has done a real nice job working with security. We've got a good line on that, taking action on it. And that would be a big focus. So those are our problem areas. So finance our 2%, which is not, right? We're not in attendance right now. We want to repeat the chronic situation in the program. Only 98% of the neighborhood have no problem following the rules. Raise our neighborhood values, raise our property, neighborhood appearance, property value. Another not. Appreciate your help. and cooperation.
Thank you, Bruce.
You bet.
I have just the tallies of the compliance issues that have been here. Randy, for the environmental update.
Yeah, we had a pretty lightly attended, also as far as projects, pretty light meeting, our last meeting. It's that time of year when outdoor projects are kind of slowing down as far as fences, painting, that's pretty much what we addressed. There's a couple of ongoing new construction homes that are being kept updated on. And there's a couple that are in the pipeline, but nothing new has been approved as far as new construction yet. I think we'll have one next month that will be. But it's a pretty light month, but a few painting, exterior paintings going on and a few fences. That's pretty much what we dealt with this time.
I have the list, and this again will be posted in case anybody was interested. All right, Chip.
Good morning. Thanks for those that turned out. A couple updates on security. So on at 10 p.m. on January 14th, North American Security Services will take over the security contract. Board put out the security services on bid. Hadn't been bid in 7 or 8 years, and our policy based on the Texas legislature's law changes in 2021, we put a policy in place to bid contracts of over $50,000 need to be bid at least every 5 years. So North America Security will services will be taken over. They're a Dallas-based company. They specialize in high-rise and HOA communities. They have 2 significant projects that they are communities here in the Dallas area, Deerfield and Plano, which is at entry level, and that neighborhood is about $3 million for a home. And Lake Forest in Dallas, which is well established. It's a little bit smaller, and then they have a large homeowners association with about 3,000 homes in San Antonio. So we're looking forward to that. They provided the best value for the community, and really I think we'll see an increase in terms of paying attention to what our expectations are. But we do thank Allied Universal for their service. North America, or NAS as we call them, they will be reaching out to the employees that are here to see if there's an interest for them switching over to North America. It doesn't mean that they will all, if any of them are hired, doesn't necessarily mean they'll be on this post, but hopefully there is a few normal security officers that do a great job for us that will make the transition. We have we had about 12,000 vehicles, a little over 12,000 vehicles through the visitor and heavy road gate in the month of November, and through the 14th, we were at about half of that, so we're on track again for another 12,000 vehicle month. We've made some adjustments. We've asked Board King to make some adjustments to the resident gate at the main gate, so that we can get cars slowed down. We put the speed bumps in and over the property with all of us, but it is actually doing its job. We did make some adjustments, or they made some adjustments to the toll tag reader the last couple of days. So you have to be pretty much up next to the gate to get it to open, which is intended to keep some of the tailgating from happening. And so hopefully we'll be able to make some adjustments in the promising that works, we'll make some adjustments to the speed bumps that are on the resident side of the matter. And I think that's about the that. If I can just move on to maintenance. So the maintenance team has done a great job on fall cleanup. We made a series of minor street repairs around the community in the last week. We used epoxy material for that. This is just try to get that done before the rainy season. We also have spent quite a bit of time cleaning brush from people's homes out of the green belts. And we've had residents that are taking down trees and putting the brush in the green belts behind adjacent to the ponds. Can't do that, let's go out to the street. So to do that, then we have to remove it, and we're going to charge you for those for the time our team has to take to do that. Plus, it has to go in our dumpster, which is expensive. So I just ask that if you back up to a green belt, please don't put your yard waste or your brush in the green belt. Put it out on the street for heavy football pickup. We did remove, Chuck and his team did a great job. They removed 2 large trees out of the southern pond area. We previously had some bids to get those removed that were outrageous, and we had time and were able to get those out. So, and that, Madam President, concludes my report.
Thank you. Lee, for events.
Events committee is busy planning for next year. There's nothing concrete to report about exactly what's going to happen next, but just stay tuned. This last month, of course, there was lots of fun events that we talked about, and we're looking forward to a great 2022. Be fun.
And she's going to cover the for Jane Sherry, who is absent today.
We do have 3 new neighbors. Karia and Michael Agnew on Freedom, Robert Sullivan on Young Club, and Thomas and Heidi Matson on Leverly. So welcome to them.
All right, this brings us to our first owner visitor forum. Please be sure you state your name and your address for the question. Does anybody have?
4 separate ones that I'd like to
That's
put on there. My name is Anthony DiMaggio, 5813 Constellation Circle. I think one of the important ones is about this new variant of COVID, just to let people know. I mean, I am a scientist. The new Pfizer pill that just came out, I actually helped, 30 years ago, the company I worked for made one for AIDS. That's also a protease inhibitor. And so this is my history going into the Salk Institute after that. Funny thing is just the other day, the 3 or 4 airline people just went to the Congress to say, oh, hey, you shouldn't have to have masks on the airplane. Well, one of them had COVID while he was there. So this new variant is very different than the ones that we've seen. The data that I'm looking at shows that all the antibodies that are out there, the stuff that saved the president, the stuff that saved Abbott, don't work. So out of like the 10 that are out there in other countries, only 2 of them work. So it's kind of a little bit of a, importance. I don't know what the vaccine thing is for the people that work here. I do like the idea of masks right now. I figure it's low level. It's probably not going to be January, February is going to be I sent him stuff last year or a year and a half ago, going, hey, remember what happened in Italy at first, and I'm like jumping up and down saying, hey, we need to save our residents around here. And that's someone that I'm very sad passed, but my other neighbor in front of me also passed. So, and I didn't know that when I was doing the fireworks and stuff here, that he was in the hospital liquidating. And I feel really bad about things like that. People have their own whatever, how they do it. We'll let everyone do that. What I don't want is people from the club passing it on to our residents and stuff. So it doesn't take much. Now, I don't know if a mask is needed, maybe just testing. These antibody tests do work. They are to the N protein, they're not to the S protein. And the N protein has not mutated enough, that's changed enough that those actually work. And those actually tell whether you've been transmitted. So now if there's the government's not paying for them yet, but I mean, if we can get our access to them, just randomly test maybe, just the workers.
I'll
Just so
pass
that,
it on to Jen.
It's a temper.
yeah, and I think it's a way of just
Right.
watching.
Kemper has a personnel policy on it.
Yeah.
That's their decision. We'll pass it on.
I mean, and hopefully everybody got the booster, because 2 shots won't do it. And it's not, I mean, they were early in the pandemic, everyone's making decisions. Yeah, if we made it 6 months, it probably would have been better, but.
Okay, you had 4?
Yeah, the second one is the tree. The tree is still there. It's mostly the stump, I understand, and, comparing apples to oranges, the stump, or the tree is not gone out of the park. So the pricing that was stated, he's a friend, my whole story, he's the one who told me about the storage facility for the fireworks, all that stuff.
Okay, but
What's your point on the tree?
Well, you said that the tree is
I
gone.
didn't
You said it.
talk about the sovereign palm trees, not the tree in the park.
Okay, so, but that was the one that was. I
There
thought,
were pricing on the other ones also.
All right, so third
all right, let me, Fireworks on the Lake LLC is in default with the state.
That
I know it does.
it doesn't concern Chandler's
I
CLCA.
understand. Okay.
So move on, please.
And I probably forgot before, but. Oh, dog park. So my neighbor that lives right here, she lives up on Intrepid, have that empty lot. Someone may want to go to her and, there's been this dog park.
The
idea.
liability for that is way too expensive.
No. I don't think it'd be much for cost. It's already fenced in, and we don't do the grass in that area.
We do not meet the requirements for the city of Rockwall. We've been through this back in 2006 or 7. We do not meet the requirements for the city of Rockwall to put a dog park.
Okay, fifth one, sorry. So the 7 houses right here have changed the property values a lot on the waterfront. The property that's over in Spyglass just changed hands. And the developers that are coming in, I'm wondering if, I know that we had a meeting downstairs with the past
Right,
developers. And I think, it passed the city, I looked up in the city council
okay.
meetings, it actually did pass for whatever requirements. There are new people that now own that property, I think.
It's the